Government of India. Of Article 224 of the Constitution of India, the President is pleased to appoint Sri Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan to be an additional judge of the Madras High Court for a period of 2 years with effect from the date he assumes charge of his office. Signed, Rajinder Kaishyap, Additional Secretary to the Government of India. My Lord, now I read the authorization given by Honorable the Governor of Tamil Nadu. Under Article 219 of the Constitution of India, I, R.N. Ravi, Governor of Tamil Nadu, hereby authorize you, Mr. Justice T. Raja, Acting Chief Justice of Madras High Court, to administer oath of office in the appropriate form to Sri Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan, Advocate, who has been appointed as Additional Judge of the Madras High Court. Signed, R.N. Ravi. My Lord, now I read the warrant of appointment of Thiru Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan. By virtue of the power vested in me by Class 1 of Article 222 of the Constitution of India, I, Draupadi Murmu, President of India, do hereby appoint Sri Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan to be an additional judge of the Madras High Court for a period of 2 years with effect from the date he assumes charge of his office. Given at Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi, this 22nd day of February in the year 2023, 3rd Palguna, 1944, Saka, in the 74th year of the Republic of India. Signed, President of India. I request Sri Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan to take oath of office.
Yes, yes.
I, Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan, having been appointed.
Having been appointed. No, from here to here, and I go like this.
Okay. I, Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan,
having been appointed as Additional Judge of the High Court of Madras,
having been appointed as Additional Judge of the High Court of Madras,
do swear in the name of God
that
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established.
That I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India.
That I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India.
That I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability, knowledge and judgment.
That I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability, knowledge and judgment
perform the duties of my office without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Perform the duties of my office without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
And that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws.
And that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws. Green at
Okay. All the best, sir.
Thank you, my Lord. I request the learned Advocate General to give welcome address.
My Lord, the Honorable Acting Chief Justice, other Honorable Judges of the Madras High Court, Honorable Justice Thiru Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan, mother, friends and family members of Honorable Justice Thiru Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan, learned Additional Solicitor General, Southern Region Thiru Shankara Narayanan, learned Additional Solicitor General Madras High Court Thiru A.R.L. Sundaresan, Honorable former Justice Mr. Kannan, learned Additional Advocate Generals Thiruvalargal Haja Naziruddin, Silamannan, Veerakadiravan, Ramanlal, Arun, Bhaskaran, Kumaresan, Neelakandan, and Ravindran. Learned State Public Prosecutor Thiru Hassan Mohammed Jinnah. Learned State Government Pleader Thiru Muthukumar. Learned Government Pleader Thiru P. Tilakkumar. Learned Government Law Officers of Tamil Nadu at the Principal Bench and Madurai Bench of the Madras High Court. Learned Public Prosecutor of Puducherry Thiru K.S. Mohandas. Learned Government Pleader of Puducherry Thiru S. Ravikumar. Learned Government Law Officers of Puducherry and the Law Officers of Union of India. The Thiru Amal Raj, Chairman of Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Thiru Kamalnathan, President and Madras of the Madras Bar Association. Thiru Mohana Krishnan, President of Madras High Court Advocate Association. Tirumadi Louisal Ramesh, President of Women Law Association. Thiru Chengutuvan, President of the Law Association and other office bearers of the respective associations. The Registrar General Thiru P. Dhanapal, the officers and the staff of the Registry of Madras High Court at the principal seat and the bench at Madurai, fellow senior advocates and beloved junior advocates, representatives of the electronic and print media, ladies and gentlemen, my vanakkam to all. We have gathered here today to welcome the newly appointed additional judge, Honorable Justice Thiru B. Lakshmi Narayanan, who assumed office today as the additional judge of the Chartered High Court of Madras. Let me begin by congratulating Your Lordship, Thiru Lakshmi Narayanan, on your elevation as additional judge. On behalf of the bar, I welcome Honorable Justice Thiru V. Lakshmi Narayanan. Among the members of the bar, Justice Lakshmi Narayanan is well known for his dedication to the profession and his perseverance. He was elevated to the bench today as a reward for industry, patience, and diligence. Though he is no stranger to our High Court, one may feel that the elevation will provide him with an opportunity to view matters from a different perspective. Though the perspectives change, the judge continues to be a part of the institution, and it is my sincere hope that he will advance the legacy of our esteemed institution now through his judicial contributions. For the benefit of this August gathering, I shall provide a brief overview of His Lordship's life. Justice V. Lakshmi Narayanan was born on 4th of October 1970 to Tirumadi V. Saroja and Thiru R.S. Venkatachari, a well-known lawyer at our bar. He attended Sir M.C.T. Muttaya Chettiar High School, Higher Secondary School, Prasavakam, for his schooling, after which he pursued Bachelor's of Science degree at the D.G. Vaishnav College in Arumpakam from the year 1987 to 1990. Immediately thereafter, he joined the National Law School of India University in Bangalore, where he earned his bachelor's degree in law under the tutelage of Professor N.R. Madhav Menon, a distinguished legal scholar. I am informed that during his lordship time at the National Law School, he was an avid reader of American jurisprudence and loved to cite the dissenting opinion of Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes in the landmark case of Lochner versus New York. Subsequently, he enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry and started his practice before this Honorable High Court, alongside his brother Thiru Raghavachari, a senior advocate. Additionally, he has appeared before the Company Law Board, Debt Recovery Tribunal, and appellate tribunals in Chennai and Mumbai. Central Administrative Tribunals, State Administrative Tribunal, National Green Tribunal Southern Zone, Intellectual Property Appellate Board, and Waqf Tribunals at Chennai, Madurai, and Vellore. He has also appeared before the Honorable Supreme Court of India and the High Courts of Bombay, Delhi, Karnataka, and Karnataka. Eventually, His Lordship attained the expertise in the areas of constitutional law, civil and criminal law, law of trust with special emphasis on Hindu and Islamic laws of trust, intellectual property law. During his 28 years of practice, His Lordship has served as a standing counsel for Tamil Nadu Waqf Board, Indian Drugs and Pharmaceutical Limited, Central Warehousing Corporation, Anna University, and National Health Mission, DMS Chennai. This short summary of his legal experience stands testimony to his professional excellence. Likewise, he has several hundred reported judgments to his credit. As a result of his deep academic interest, he has written more than 250 articles for prestigious law journals and national dailies, including Madras Law Journal, the Supreme Court cases, the Law Weekly, the March of the Law, Students Advocate, the Deccan Chronicle, and the Times of India. Several of his articles, such as Power of High Court to do complete justice, Can an arbiter modify a binding direction under Article 142, Delayed justice amounts to contempt, Interim order, have they become Copernicum amongst judicial orders, Justinian, Jesus Christ, and John Marshall, Citizenship Amendment Act leaves Sri Lankan Tamils out in the cold, Role of courts in pandemic times serve as an illustration of his legal acumen, reasoning, and original thought. He co-authored Constitutional Laws of Hall of Fame with Thiru Vijayaraghavan, advocate, and Mulla's Transfer of Property Act 1882, 14th edition with Justice N. Anand Venkatesh. Since 2010, His Lordship served as the Deputy Editor-in-Chief of Madras Law Journal and Madras Law Journal Criminal. In 2012, he represented India in the prestigious International Visitors Leadership Program, IVLP, United States Department of State's premier professional exchange program. Moreover, he was nominated by the governor as a Senate member law of the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University. Besides, he had served as a resource person for the Madras Institute of Management Studies and the Tamil Nadu State Judicial Academy, as well as taken part in numerous national and international conferences. With these remarks, once again, I express my wishes to your Lordship on being appointed to the bench of this esteemed High Court. You will make your family and friends proud. To quote Thiruvalluvar, what constitutes rectitude is to deal all impartially and to resolve wisely. ஓர்ந்து கண்ணோடாது இறை புரிந்து யார் மாட்டும் தேர்ந்து செய்வதே முறை. Kural 541. Before closing this my welcome address, on behalf of the entire legal fraternity in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, I assure your Lordship that the bar will work in consonance with to ensure that our common judicial obligations are met. I sincerely hope that our institution and the members of our bar will benefit from your Lordship's vast knowledge, sharp intellect, and practical experience. On behalf of all those who are gathered here, I wish you well. I wish you will have a successful tenure in advancing the cause of justice. Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. I request the Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry to give welcome address.
the Honorable Acting Chief Justice, the Honorable Judges of the prestigious Madras High Court, former Judge of the Madras High Court, Honorable Mr. Justice V. Lakshmi Narayanan, who has taken oath today as a Judge of the Madras High Court, and their family members, Mr. Shanmugha Sundaram, Advocate General, Mr. Shankar Narayanan, Mr. A.R.L. Sundaresan, Additional Solicitor General of India, all additional Advocate Generals, Mr. Hasan Muhammad Jinnah, Public Prosecutor, Mr. Muthukumar, Government Pleader, Mr. K.S. Mohan Das, Public Prosecutor, Puducherry, Mr. Ravi Kumar, Government Pleader, Puducherry, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, the Vice Chairman, Senior Advocate, Bar Council of India, Mr. V. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, Bar Council, Mr. Mohana Krishnan, the Co-Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, and the President, Madras High Court Advocate Associations, Mr. V.R. Kamalnathan, the President, Madras Bar Association, Mrs. Louisal Ramesh, the President, Women Lawyers Association, Mr. Sengutuvan, the President, Law Associations, other President and Secretaries, all the Bar Advocate Association, State of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, senior advocates, members of the legal fraternity, and other dignitaries on the dais of the dais. Good morning to all. As the Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, I am gratified to welcome and wish our newly appointed judge of this prestigious Madras High Court, the Honorable Mr. Justice V. Lakshmi Narayanan, completed a law course at a national law school at Bangalore and got enrolled in the Bar Council on 28th day of June 1995. The Honorable Judge entered into the profession under the guidance of the renowned advocate Mr. R.S. Venkatachari, the father of the Honorable Judge, Mr. R. Raghavachari, who is a well-efficient senior advocate, and the brother of the Honorable Judge is a boon for reaching this level. It is noteworthy that the family of the Honorable Judge has devoted to the legal profession. The Honorable Judge is a versatile personality and a legal acumen, profession in almost all fields of law. Most of the cases argued by the Honorable Judge are all reported. The Honorable Judge has authored several books which are thought-provoking, and those expresses the intellectuality, smartness, and the perspective of the Honorable Judge. We all know that the Honorable Judge always engrossed with the case bundle and judgments, fully clocked up with the profession. Even then, the Honorable Judge has written around 350 articles, and among which 250 articles comprised in the Madras Law Journal. We'll go through the article written by the Honorable Judge, namely, Powers of the High Court to do complete justice, reported in 2020 SEC Journal. The Honorable Judge has enumerated about the importance of the complete justice. In the said article, the Honorable Judge has explained about the power of the complete justice in the colonial period, Privy Council, Federal Court, pre-Constitution, and post-Constitution, by quoting several landmark judgments which shows the threshold the Honorable Judge to rendering complete justice. It is pertinent to mention here that the names and the topics assigned by the Honorable Judge in the article attracts the readers few hour. From Sagi to Sanjeev, the 58th Chief Justice of Madras, parrots and laws, rock, paper, scissor, alternative dispute resolution mechanism, a march of law, civil, restoring the courts, to judge while fasting, acquittal through open letter, I unquote. A quote by Gautam Buddha, a generous art, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. The Honorable Judge withstands the above meritorious characters and the same paved way to reach the highest level, the Judge of the Chartered High Court. Due to the vast practice of nearly 3 decades in the Chartered High Court, The Honorable Judge is emphasized with the problem being faced by the legal fraternity and litigant public. Hence, the same will definitely contribute toward the quick disposal of the cases in righteous manners. And we are sure of the getting reformative judgments from the Honorable Judge. The swearing of the Honorable Judge certainly has more strength of the administration of justice, along with the array of judges of the prestigious High Court. The bar and bench are interrelated to one another, their respective roles, and the same ensures the worth of the judicial system in the nation. Hence, as a chairman bar council, I assure I fullest cooperation for the existence of the mutual bonds between the bar and the bench to ensure justice to the litigant public. On behalf of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, on behalf of the entire legal fraternity, once again I welcome and wish a newly appointed honorable judge for the continued success above the expectation in the future endeavor. Thank you, Milad. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request the President, Madras High Court Advocates Association, to give welcome address.
My Lord, the Honorable Acting Chief Justice of Madras High Court, other judges of the Madras High Court, Honorable Mr. Justice V. Lakshmi Narayanan, Judge of this Honorable High Court, Mr. R. Shanmugh Sundaram, Advocate General Madras High Court, Mr. R. Shankara Narayanan, Mr. A.R.L. Sundaresan, Additional Solicitor General of India, Mr. Hassan Mohammed Jinnah, Public Prosecutor, Mr. Muthukumar, Government Pleader, Mr. K.S. Mohandas, Public Prosecutor, Puducherry, Mr. Ravi Kumar, Government Pleader, Puducherry, Mr. Ramul Raj, Chairman, Bar Council, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Senior Advocate, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India, Mr. V. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, Bar Council, Mr. V.R. Kamalanathan, President, Madras Bar Association, Mrs. Louisa Ramesh, President, Women Rights Association, Mr. Sengutwan, President, Law Association. I thank the Honorable Acting Chief Justice for reviving our privilege and honor on this occasion. My Lord, Honorable Justice Lakshmi Narayanan, we are all aware of my Lord's sincerity, integrity in your Lordship's entire practice as a lawyer, and your Lordship's entire family had contributed their life for the love they had for law and justice to serve the society. My Lord's father has been the secretary of MHAA, and the elder brother of our beloved Sri Raghvachari was recently designated as senior advocate. Honorable Justice Lakshmi Narayanan, as a lawyer, is well known for his friendly nature, where his presentation of case will keep the court alive, filled with humor without affecting anyone's feelings, including his opponents in cases. Also strives hard for his case with firm and confident arguments, shows his in-depth knowledge. Lordship's finest quality to be applauded is that he is the most peculiar lawyer. Lordships had appeared and fought several cases successfully with the same standard and quality, which is a prime need to be an impartial judge without any fear and favor. We wholeheartedly welcome your Lordship to continue your good work to uphold the rule of law and constitution. We from the bar will always be cordial and helpful in joining hands to help your Lordship to meet the ends of justice during your Lordship. Once again, I thank the Honorable Chief Justice. On behalf of MHA, I thank the Honorable Chief Justice. Thank you, my Lord.
Thank you, sir. I request the President, Madras Bar Association, to give welcome address.
Honorable Acting Chief Justice and companion judges, Honorable Justice V. Lakshmi Narayanan, Honorable former judges, Justice Kannan and Justice N. Kirbakaran, my respected Advocate General Mr. R. Shanmugh Sundaram, Senior Advocate, and Additional Solicitor General Mr. R. Shankar Narayan and A.R.L. Sundaresan, Public Prosecutor, Law Officers of the State and Central, Mr. Ravi Kumar, Government Pleader Puducherry, Mr. P.S. Amalraj, Chairman Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and its members, Mr. G. Monakrishnan, President Madras High Court Advocate Association and its office bearers, Mrs. Lucille Ramesh, President Women Lawyer Association and its office bearers, Mr. L. Sengutuan, President Law Association and its office bearers, Mrs. Saroja Venkatachari, and the family members of the newly elevated Judge Justice V. Lakshmi Narayanan, senior advocates and members of the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. On behalf of the Madras Bar Association, I have the greatest privilege and pleasure in extending your lordship a warm and hearty welcome on your assumption as office as Honorable Judge of this Chartered High Court. Today, the popular member of the bar being elevated as a judge of this Honorable High Court. Certainly, it is a loss to the bar and it is a gain to the bench. Always he is fair in his arguments and very honest even to other side. The Madras Bar Association assures the newly appointed Honorable Judge that we will give our fullest cooperation in the discharge of your duty as the Judge of this Honorable High Court. Madras Bar Association wish the newly appointed Honorable Judge a successful, satisfying and a memorable tenure of office in our High Court. Thanking you one and all. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. I request the President, Women Lawyers Association to give welcome address.
எல்லோருக்கும் பணிவான காலை வணக்கம். பெரும் மதிப்பிற்கும் மரியாதைக்கும் உரியவர் நம் தாய் மண்ணின் மைந்தர் பண்பாளர் my lord honorable acting chief justice, other companion judges, advocate general, additional advocate generals, additional solicitor general, state public prosecutor and other law officers, chairman bar council, vice chairman bar council, vice chairman all India bar council, president Madras High Court Advocate Association, President Madras Bar Association, President Law Association, former judges, family members of honorable judges and other dignitaries present here. On this special day, on behalf of Women Lawyers Association, I am proud to extend my warm and humble welcome to Honorable Justice Thiru Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan to this great Chartered High Court. It is apt to quote a world-renowned Thirukural in Tamil. Kudithali இக்கோலோச்சும் மாநில மன்னன் அடித்தழி ஈ நிற்கும் உலகு. பொருள், குடிமக்களை அணைத்து கொண்டு நேர்மையான நீதியை நடத்தும் சிறந்த நீதி அரசின் கால்களை சுற்றியே மக்கள் வாழ்வர். In English, the world will constantly embrace the feet of great justice who rules over his people with love and care. On behalf of Women Lawyers Association, I once again proud to welcome our brother justice to this Chartered High Court. We will give our sincere prayers and support. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, madam. I request the President, Law Association to give welcome address.
My Lord Honorable Acting Chief Justice, my Lord Justice Sri Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan, Honorable Judges of this Honorable Court and former judges of this Honorable Court, the Learned Advocate General, the Learned Additional Solicitor Generals, the Learned Additional Advocate Generals, the Learned Assistant Solicitor General, the Learned Government Pleader, the Learned Public Prosecutor, and law officers of the state and central, Chairman Bar Council of Tamil Nadu, presidents and office bearers of the various associations, respected senior advocates and members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning, all of you. On behalf of the Law Association, I have the greatest privilege and pleasure in extending the newly appointed judge of this Honorable Court a very warm and hearty welcome on your assumption of the Honorable Judges of the Chartered High Court. The Law Association is in its 92nd year glorious existence, has been a witness to many historical events in the annals of the Chartered High Court, and also the historic day seeing the elevation of the new Honorable Judge. We assure the newly appointed Honorable Judge that will give fullest cooperation, discharge of duty as a judge of this Honorable High Court. I wish on the behalf of the office bearers and members of the Law Association that newly appointed Honorable Judge will have a happy and memorable tenure of office in our High Court. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. I request Honorable Thiru Justice Venkatachari Lakshmi Narayanan to give reply.
Thank you. My Lord, the Honorable Acting Chief Justice, my esteemed brother and sister judges of this Charter High Court, my mentors who have come to see me at the swearing-in ceremony, Mr. Justice K. Kannan and Mr. Justice Kribakaran, Honorable the Advocate General, learned the Additional Advocate Generals, both in the principal seat and at Madurai bench, Public Prosecutor for the State of Tamil Nadu, Additional Solicitor Generals for India, Deputy Solicitor General, government pleaders, and other law officers and of the central and state governments, Chairman Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, the President and Secretaries and other office bearers of various Bar and Advocates Association, Women Lawyers Association, respected seniors, my dear junior members of the Bar, the Registrar General and other registrars, judicial officers, Kalaimamani Dr. Sudha Seshayan, office and staff of the registry, government officials, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking time off from your otherwise busy schedule to attend this ceremony. A very good morning to all of you. The Advocate General, as usual, has been very generous and plentiful in his words. My thanks to him. Let me at the outset place on record my gratitude to the members of the Collegium of the Madras High Court, Mr. Justice Munishwarnath Bandari, then the Honorable Chief Justice, and presently the Chairperson of the Safima Tribunal, Mr. Justice Doraisamy, formerly the Acting Chief Justice of this court and presently the Chairman of the Tamil Nadu Real Estate Appellate Tribunal, and Mr. Justice T. Raja, Honorable Acting Chief Justice, for the trust they reposed in me in discharge of the duties of this high constitutional office. I must also express my gratitude to the members of the Collegium of the Supreme Court, Honorable the Chief Justice, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable Mr. Justice S.K. Kaul, and Mr. Justice K.M. Joseph, and to the consultee judges from this court, Mr. Justice V. Ramasubramaniam and Mr. Justice M.M. Sundaresh. None of this would have been possible if not for the blessings of my parents, my teachers, and the Almighty. My father, late R.S. Venkatachari, was a doyen of this bar. He lived a life filled with passion for law. I was not fortunate to have seen him in action as a lawyer. He passed away before I could join the bar during my first year of law school. It fell to the lot of my mother, Mrs. Saroja Venkatachari, who rallied and marshaled all her strength and ensured the five of us achieved excellence in our individual spheres, if not in our dreams. She was, is, and will be the axle pin of my life. My siblings, all of whom are qualified lawyers, despite all my deficiencies and defects, put up with my quirks and foibles, gently prodding me away from the path of diversion and towards the path of duty. I am beholden to my sisters, Mrs. Shanti Vadwani, Ms. Smati Nambi, and Ms. Srimati Raghavan, and my nephew Navneet Archari, who have flown down from across the country and from the United States to attend this function. I am indebted to my wife, Dr. Anuradha Srinivasan, a renowned developmental pediatrician, and my children, Master Shrikar and Miss Rija, for giving me immense strength and their unconditional love and affection at all times. I am also thankful to my sister-in-law, Mrs. Usha Raghvachari, my in-laws, Mr. K. Srinivasan, Mrs. Geeta Srinivasan, and Usha Vidatri, and my brother-in-law, Sanjay Vadwani, Dr. Nambi, and Dr. Raghavan, my nephew, Avinash Vadwani, and his wife, Shruti Krishnan, for their unstinted support. The same goes for all my colleagues, past and present, at my office, members of my dear MLJ family, and all those who engaged me as a counsel to do their matters. I never thought there was anything special in me. I have been a dwarf intellectually, not physically, standing on the shoulders of giants, which helped me to view wider and punch much higher than my weight. It fell to the lot of my teachers, including those at the bar and the bench, to mold the malleable clay that I was into what I am today. I'm alive to the fact names are normally not mentioned at the time of the response to the welcome address. However, I'll be failing in my duty if I don't remember my teachers K.N. Desigachari and S.P. Subramaniam from MCT Muthaya High Secondary School, my teachers at the D.G. Vaishnava College and the National Law School of India University, Bangalore, and in particular, my professor, Professor C.G. Vasudevan, Dr. N.R. Madhav Menon, and constitutional luminaries, Dr. T. Devidas, Professor V.S. Mallar, and Professor V. Vijay Kumar, currently the Vice Chancellor of National Law Institute University at Bhopal. Thank you so very much, sirs. After I entered the profession, I clambered the broad shoulders of Sri Vedantam Srinivasan, an intellectual giant, who strode like a colossus in the portals of this court and several courts across the country, including the Supreme Court. The Almighty, in His infinite wisdom, also gave me the shoulders of Mr. Justice K. Kannan, a former judge of this court and of Punjab and Haryana High Court, who encouraged me to write articles and also on his elevation made me the editor of the oldest journal in the country, the Madras Law Journal. His love and affection for me continues to this day, so much even the gown that I am wearing today belonged to him. With deep sense of humility, I now step into your shoes, though I must add that I had to lose considerable weight to fit into your gown. To add to the list is Mr. Justice Sethunath Sharma S.S. Subramani. I owe a great deal to him as a lawyer. His stern yet amiable disposition made me prepare every case with diligence. Later, as my editor-in-chief, he gave me wide room for penning articles and selection of judgments. Another person who, if it had been with us, would have been jumping with joy to see two of his protege, Mr. Justice P.B. Balaji and I, occupying in quick succession, is Mr. R. Sundarajan, Advocate, Chennai. I am sure all those who are not with us today are blessing me from their respective stations in heaven. I also take this opportunity to thank the chairperson, the special officer, the chief executive officers, and the other officials of the Waqf board who not only appointed me as the standing counsel, but also the honorary advisor to the board. My thanks to the several goes out to the several government and central government and state government institutions and universities, Dr. Sudha Seshan of the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University and Dr. Velraj of Anna University, who reposed confidence in me as their standing counsel and appointed me to head several of their internal committees. I'm also thankful to those responsible for my appointment as a member of the first ever litigation advisory oversight committee under the chairmanship of Mr. Justice Kannan in this country. It helped me to glean an understanding of litigation through the lens of the state government. There are several others who had helped me to reach this position, including my brother in Freemasonry. It would not have been possible to recount all their names individually owing to the paucity of time. I thank each and every one of my colleagues, seniors, peers, friends, and juniors at the bar. I gained a reputation of being slightly aggressive lawyer. If I have hurt any one of you, it is more in the pursuit of justice and in order to do the best for my clients. If I have hurt any of you in the process, kindly pardon me. I now request you to help me to learn as a judge to render justice. As an editor, I wrote a decade ago on the elevation of Mr. Justice Kannan that adorning the bench was a natural progression of a lawyer. Today, I hold a different view, a slightly different view. The transition of a lawyer from that position to a bench to a judge is not an achievement for the self. It is beyond that. It is from a transition from being self-centered to selfless. It is time for putting the nation beyond the self. It is also about citizens of this great country. I shall endeavor to put them before me and play my part in the history of this nation. I shall try to put good use to every minute of it. I reserved the best for the last. If I'm standing here, it is because of my brother, Mr. V. Raghavachari. Senior advocate of this court. While you had all the talent and ability, Lady Luck smiled at me. Lady Luck smiled at me. From day one, you pushed me into the profession and never made me feel the absence of our father. gets very emotional. It's fine. Had you accepted the offer to adorn the bench in 2004, maybe I would not have been made a judge. This position is attributable to the result of your personal sacrifices. I could not have got a better senior, one learned in law, at the same time fiercely devoted to the cause of the client, even though sometimes they may be fluttering in the twilight between right and wrong. I cannot thank you enough. Finally, the Almighty, I concluded the prayer composed by Chief Justice Edward George Ryan of the Supreme Court of Wisconsin in the 19th century, with which I am totally ad am. O God of all truth, knowledge, and judgment, without whom nothing is true, or wise, or just, look down upon mercy with thy servant, with whom thou sufferest to sit in the earthly seat of judgment to administer thy justice to thy people. Enlighten their ignorance and inspire them with thy judgments. Grant them grace truly and impartially to administer thy justice and to maintain thy truth to the glory of thy name. And thy infinite mercy so direct and dispose my heart, that I may this day fulfill all my duty in thy fear and fall into no error of judgment. Give me the grace to hear patiently, to consider diligently, to understand rightly, and to decide justly. Give me this due sense of humility, that I may not be misled by my willfulness, vanity, and egoism. Of myself, I humbly acknowledge my own unfitness and unworthiness in thy sight. Without thy gracious guidance, I could do nothing right. Have mercy upon me, a poor, frail, weak sinner groping in the dark, and give me the grace so to judge others now, that I may not be judged myself when thou comest to judge the world with thy truth. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, my lord. May I conclude the proceedings, my lord?